What's up, biznatches? This is Spectral, and I just wanted to make this little video to talk about this situation. Now, this Night of the Consumers germ food situation. So, I don't know what's gonna happen after this, but anything could happen. The multitude of different things could happen. But it is currently the end of Q3 of 2025. It was supposed to come out at the end of this quarter. Little does he know, Germ Food, the main dude making this game, I think he's the only guy making it, this Night of Consumers game, it's supposed to release this fucking month. I mean, it has to. And if not, well, he's gonna get fucking clowned on. Let's just say. And I have a lot to say, so give me a second here. So, Night of the Consumers was this game that has been in the works for an unreasonably long amount of time. Okay, you have the demo essentially back in 2020 actually, and then there was like an update, essentially like a second night pretty much in, now I might be wrong, so in like 2023. And then for a while everyone just forgot about this game, and still hasn't until the game eventually comes out, which I don't fucking know. That was in 2023. Same time when Resident Evil 4 Remake came out. And this motherfucker Germ Food, this whole situation, oh, it's coming in July 11th, and then he delayed it last second, and then is now about to miss the Q3 release date. And why this is such a problem is this motherfucker does not give any updates. I know he has Twitter and probably said something, but, there's no one can really access that. No one can really access that. I know the dude's not dead. I know that's the fucking case. But, this situation just reminds me of the whole... Sorry, the fuck is that? Get the fuck off my shirt. But this just reminds me of the whole Zeeker situation of just how... I mean, it's not similar, but it's pretty close. It's giving me vibes of how Zeeker single-handedly just kind of gave up on Lethal Company, his action, like the only like decent game he ever fucking made, for this trash-ass, garbage-looking Sega Saturn-looking ass game that it doesn't even look good. That's the thing. There's fucking Nights into Dreams looks better, okay? That's the thing. But here's the thing. I made a comment on his newest video, Germ Food, saying that Radio Silence is still apparently okay. Pretty much said that. And I'm just done with these indie game developers just going radio silent for a game, and just pulling the Winds of Winter card. This game, first of all, should have already been out, but, and it's also going to tie into another problem, alright? There's just a lot of things here. Like, this motherfucker does not say anything. He can't make up his mind. He can't figure it out. Like Rockstar with GTA 6, they can't figure out a fucking release date after GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2. They can't figure it the fuck out when to release this game. And the problem is with these indie developers is they want to make a pitch perfect release for this game, which is never going to happen. It never will. The last time we had pitch perfect 1.0 releases was 2001 to 2005/6. That was it. The days of pitch perfect 1.0 releases are over. You guys have to understand that. Okay? They're not supposed to be perfect, but they're not supposed to be buggy as fuck either. Okay? If the game is 95% complete, surely you got all the bugs out the way. There is literally no other fucking way not to release this fucking game. Okay? I think you even said that, 95% done. That's essentially just a complete game. Okay? Why are you worried about possible bugs that no one's gonna notice? And if they do notice, it's already too late because there is already a patch a month later, okay? And I'm gonna say it again, 1.0 releases are not supposed to be perfect. They're not. So quit trying to make them perfect. You know, nothing is perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. It will never happen, okay? You know, and these indie devs spend so much time on their game to try and perfect everything. When, let's just say, the 2019 build is essentially the same fucking thing as the 2020 build of a video game. It's the same fucking thing. You wasted all that time and all that effort of sitting down and coding this fucking game for nothing. You did it for nothing. Let the future updates do the work, okay? And if you have to take a break, this is the problem. Don't say anything. Because, oh, it's not their business. Motherfucker, you're leaving people in the fucking dark, and people are getting worried about you. And people are going to start making rant vids like this, okay? Look what the fuck happened to Zeekers. Zeekers is so lucky that I wasn't making videos during that whole situation. Because I was going off camera, if you know what I mean. Like this motherfucker doesn't say anything, you know? Something bad happened in the family, you know? Hey guys, you know, we're gonna miss this release date, and like, there's nothing I can do about it. See ya. See ya at the end of the year, probably. Nothing. They don't say anything. And this whole excuse that they don't have to is just complete bullshit. Like, if you go on the discussions, it's horrendous, okay? You got these massive fucking dick riders for Germ Food, just fucking, like, I get you're concerned for the guy, and it's harassed. It's not fucking harassment, okay? It's not. But these indie devs have to understand, okay? The perfectionist stuff will never work, okay? The only game dev, to my knowledge, and you guys can let me know if there's similar ones, that gives constant updates and valid excuses and actually, you know, leaves and understandably takes a long time to make their fucking games is Toby Fox. That's it. Geometry Dash, Zeekers, Germ Food now, no excuse. There's no excuse. If you have to go, say something. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong hiring a dev team and you directing them into your vision. A lot of them don't do that. And they want to, and like their pride is too much. Their ego just ruins that, you know? What is going on? They're pulling the fucking Winds of Winter card. This game should have already been out, okay? He's not even working on it, probably. Well, we're never gonna know, because he doesn't say it, and there's no proof of it. There's no friend of him that documents this shit. So yeah, it's almost the end of September, and it could shadow drop. It could shadow drop, you know? The only excuse that the Silksong people have is because they had so much fun working on the game. They just kept on adding. They kept on working on it. Now, it's still not that good of an excuse, but still. I've had it, okay, and this is me being nice. I've had it with these fucking indie devs. This shit's gotta end. Quit trying to perfect your fucking game at the 1.0. Quit trying to perfect the release. If it has bugs, okay. But if there's bugs that no one, and I mean no one's gonna notice on, like, their 5th fucking playthrough that's already gonna be patched in, like, 5 days later, then just release the fucking game. You know, it's really that simple. So what's the fucking point? Radio silence is not okay. It's not that hard to get your fucking ass up, get on the computer, get on the phone, and type out a post saying, hey guys, this shit ain't gonna make it in 2025 now. It gets delayed in 2026. That's fucking absurd. And someone said it might. That's fucking ridiculous. But still, at least you had the courage to make at least you had the fucking decency to give out an update. These motherfuckers don't talk. They're so afraid of talking. It ain't that fucking hard. Okay? And then there's some people, Fiznom, that wouldn't shut the fuck up. And then they got their game canned. They got their game canned because they wouldn't shut up. Okay? You gotta balance it out. You know what I mean? If this game misses its release date, the entire Steam page is gonna go into uproar. And I'm gonna clown this motherfucker so goddamn hard. Okay? And I'm not gonna be sorry. Okay? I'm not gonna be sorry for the things I have to say about these indie devs, especially with Zeekerss' dumbass. Okay? This shit's gotta end. Okay? And you don't have to be sorry to what you're saying. And to the Zom dude that told people to shut the hell up, no, you shut the hell up. You seem to be new to this type of stuff. I've been around indie devs for many fucking years. And they don't listen. I told them they don't listen. And if it doesn't, it's eventually going to get to a breaking point. You know? So yeah. That's going to be it. Let's see if this game shadow drops. We'll see. Twisms.